Hello friends, it's Rene here and welcome to another one of my videos, and today is such an exciting one. I have had a deck on order for some time now. I've actually got a few exciting decks on order, but I'm not going to go into that right now. And this one arrived today and I could not wait to get home to do an unboxing. The delivery arrived literally 10 minutes before I needed to leave the house, and I've been out for about 2 hours or so, and I've been like really champing to get back in so that I could do this video to share with you. In my tarot appreciation group on Facebook, I have been posting a couple little photos, so I have had a look inside the deck. I have had a sneak peek. I just could not contain myself, but now I'm here to share it with you, and it is the amazing Forest of Enchantment Tarot. I have seen a few walkthroughs, I have seen photos, I have seen people's going on about this deck, and every time I saw anybody post, I was like, when is mine coming? It's here, it's here, it's here. I'm so excited. It is a Llewellyn product, so that tells you you're going to get the nice strong box, that tells you that you're going to get a good book, and it tells you the cardstock is going to be okay. I must say Llewellyn is not my, the publisher is not my favorite for cardstock, but you know what, it's okay. We can deal with it. And as I said to you, I have actually been inside the box, I have actually touched the cards, and I'm pleasantly surprised. It's not fabulous, but it's also not terrible. So, Forest of Enchantment. My first impressions, like I said, I have had a quick through the box, and my first impressions looking at the images, my first impressions doing my own little private walkthrough of the cards was like, wow, I'm so in love. I am so in love. It is phenomenal. You know, it's so fairy tale without being cheesy, without being cheap, without being horrible. It is just, it's perfect. I do really think that this is going to be a deck that I'm going to work with on a very regular basis. I just love it. It is based on the Rider-Waite system, so if you are familiar with RWS, it's easy to read. They have changed the names of the majors, but you know what? It was easy. It wasn't like, oh, well, what was this one? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip the camera around so that you can get a top-down view of the table, so that you can see the cards up close and personal. I look forward to sharing that with you shortly. See you there. So let's get straight into it. What I have here in front of us is the amazing deck in its glorious box. I have taken the wrapping off, as I mentioned earlier on, but let's get straight into it and have a see what we have. So when we open the box, we have this beautiful book, we have the beautiful ribbon. It is so easy to get into. Like I say, Llewellyn really do a stunning job of allowing and making it easy to get inside the box. And there we have the amazing deck as well. I want to just have a quick look through. Let me just get that out of shot. I want to just have a quick look through the actual book itself. So again, I have seen a couple of walkthroughs. I'm not going to take you page by page through the book, but I just want to say it's phenomenal. It really is absolutely phenomenal. It is high gloss. We have got the most beautiful pictures. We have got, so it's the full card taking up the whole page, and then we've got the text with regards to it as well. And oh, the images are just, I'm just trying to make sure that you don't get a glare. It really is absolutely stunning. So it starts off in the beginning with just a couple of pages on you know, what is tarot, that type of thing. You can see the introduction there. It's only 13 pages, and then we go into the major arcana, and then into the minor arcana, and then into the court cards. What I really do absolutely love about this deck is the court card. We now have the child, the seeker, the weaver, and the keeper. So there are a couple of spreads at the back. Let's just have a look just to show you. Okay, so with regard, am I missing a page? There we go. So you've got the spreads that you've got here is Your Day in the Forest, which is a 1 card. You've got the White Heart, which is 2 cards. You've got Breadcrumbs and Moonstones, which just sounds so fabulous. We've got the Owl's Advice, Shining Eyes, and Creeping Feet. The Council of Animals, which is a 12 card spread that you can see over there. So really the book has got, and then it also has a tarot journal page, or a couple of pages I should say, for those of you who want to journal. But this book is phenomenal. The information on each of the cards that I have read in there is just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. But we don't buy tarot decks for the book. We don't buy tarot decks for the guidebook, so we're going to push it away. I want to bring this one closer again and show you. So mine are out of the plastic as mentioned. The box is easy, it's simple, it's good to use. This is the deck. This is the deck in all its beauty. This is the back of the card, so they are completely fully reversible. You've got the owls. So what I will be doing is edging a deck. You know, once you've started edging decks, you're really never happy with a white side. You always want your decks to be edged and made beautiful. Right, so let's straighten that out. I'm not going to say too much about each of the cards. I'd like you to just look at it. I'd like you to just take it in. But this is the Fool. So you can see they've referred to it as the white heart. Again, in the guidebook, they do talk about the significance of each of the trees. They do talk about exactly what they are, what they represent. The mist, stepping into the mist, it's all about that fear. It's all about the fear, and should we go, shouldn't we go, will I be okay, is it the right place? So that talks of the Fool absolutely beautifully. The Enchanter. Just really look at the detail. Look at the detail. The more I see, the more I look, the more it is just absolutely exquisite. The Wise Woman. So she's throwing bones. You can see, let's start at the top. Got all the fruit in the trees. She is just absolutely gorgeous. She is so beautiful, and you can see her throwing her bones. The Wise Woman. Then we have, for our Empress, we have the Green Mother. There's almost nothing to say. I just really would like you to see the detail in the card. They are absolutely beautiful. I don't think any video, I don't think anything anybody has ever said can actually do this deck justice. It is just. So here we have our Emperor. Just look at that face. Isn't he just absolutely beautiful? Love it. Sorry, just trying to make sure you don't get glare. Look at those eyes. Look at that tiny owl in the top right corner there. Just absolutely gorgeous. So if anybody has been on the fence about whether or not to get this deck, I highly, highly recommend it. Do yourself the favor. Jump in. Push add to cart. Push buy now. Push priority shipping. Whatever it may be. This card is such an interesting one. So we've got the fairies, movement. It's called the fairy wind. It's the chariot. Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Get my camera to focus on it. Strength. I don't want to go through every single one and say how gorgeous they are, because I'm sure you will see for yourself exactly how gorgeous they truly are. But I'd like to give you a couple of seconds on each card to really, really take it in. The Huntsman. Oh, it's just exquisite. Here we have the Hanged Man inside the resin, and even the little dragonfly. Sorry, just want to get it to focus so that you can see. Absolutely exquisite. Sorry, I see they're flying around. Normally Llewellyn's cardstock I find quite slippery, and I must say that this cardstock isn't. I do feel there's a difference on the back and the front of the card. So the back seems to be more slippery than the front. But just look at this death card. Sorry, I'm holding it there talking about other things. Just look at the death card. Wow, those eyes. It really is exquisite. The Forge. Doesn't it just give you like such a happy feeling in your heart looking at the cards? The Liar. Any guesses which one this represents? Our good old devil. He's like he's a con artist. He's trying to persuade you to buy something you don't actually want, to take something you don't actually need.
Look at the folly. The folly is the tower. Clearly the tower. Clearly the tower. And, you know, to me, it's breaking free. So had the tree not broken at the top, those birds would never have been set free. So I see them as escaping, and I see them as flying free, flying away from whatever's worrying them. Here we have the star, or otherwise known as the starlight. Oh, so much fantasy and hope and dreams in that card. Moonlight, much the same, so much magic. And guess what? Sunlight. Oh, still my beating heart. The Council of Animals. This is obviously the box, the image on the box. And the last one we have, sorry, just want to make sure I'm only picking up one, is the world. So he's made it through the mist. He's through to the other side. He's free. He's safe. He's so proud of himself. So that's the major arcanas. I'm sure, like I said, if you haven't already decided that this is a deck you need to buy, hopefully that has convinced you that you need to get this deck. What they've done, actually, let me put the majors aside. What they've done with the minors is they've, instead of showing you all the suits at the same time, is they've actually done all the aces, all the twos, all the threes, all the fours together like that, which is actually quite nice. I know there's been quite a few people who haven't been so convinced that it's a good idea, but I really like it. It's nice to do the comparison between them all. So your spells, sorry, I didn't realize I was out of camera. The spells are your wands. So there we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Visions. Ace of Visions is generally always on the water, so I think it's going to be the Cups. We have the Ace of Challenges. Anyone want to guess what challenges represent? Of course, it's the swords, the mind, the stuff that happens in the head. And then our boons, which are frogs, and the most adorable frogs ever, are our pentacles. It's the Ace of Boons. Aren't they just exquisite? The Two of Wands, or the Two of Spells. If we look really closely at the sticks, they are actually ohms that you can use for reading and for divination. Can you see the lines on the stick? So they are actually ohms used for divination, which is just really absolutely beautiful. Two of Visions. Remember, visions is our cups. Two of Challenges. Two of Swords. So traditionally she's blindfolded. Traditionally she's got her swords in a cross, and here he is looking into a magical mirror, and it's the all-seeing, the all-eyed mirror, you know, revealing everything. Two of Boons is the Two of Pentacles, trying to keep the balance, and you just have to see our little ogre under the bridge. Can you see him? The little ogre under the bridge. And our person walking across the bridge is none the wiser. It doesn't know anything. Three of Spells. So remember, our spells are our wands, our doing. Three of Visions. Visions is our cups. Again, just look at the smiles on our bears. Just look at the happiness and joy. You can't look at this deck and just not feel motivated, enthusiastic, and excited. Okay. Three of Challenges. So heartbreak. Look at the tears. Look at the tears in the father's eyes. You can see the tears running down his face. He's heartbroken. Heartbroken to leave his kids behind. Absolutely shattered. Heartbreak, as we can all relate. Three of Pentacles. We're on to the fours. Four of Wands. Getting ready for a beautiful party. Celebrations. Four of Cups. I mean, look at this beautiful bird coming out of the water, and he doesn't even see it. So you can definitely see the Rider-Waite-Smith symbology. Rest under the tree. There's the oasis. Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles. I'm not sharing mine with you. I'm holding on to it. Everybody else behind him protecting theirs as well. Right, so here we have the Five of Wands. Challenge and fighting. Even the frog's getting involved. Five of Cups. Oh no, my ball's in the water. What am I going to do? I love this one. Five of Swords, just again, you know, the detail in the face, the expressions, the roots in the tree that he's holding, you know, the eyebrow, the raised eyebrow, everything. It's just, I'm blown, absolutely blown. Five of Pentacles. So this one was quite an interesting one for me because obviously we all know it's the poverty card. But, you know, if we look, the children are surrounded by these beautiful berries. And if you look, the berries go along the whole path to the house. But yet they look hungry. Yet they look like they're going without. Yet they're suffering. The light is on, you know. But isn't that just the mindset, eh? Oh, I think this is my favorite card in the whole deck. Six of Wands, the Six of Spells. The little dragon has hatched and everybody is so excited. The long-awaited birth has happened. The long-awaited event has happened. Six of Visions. Dreaming, thinking. Even the little owl at the top there. Even the little owl is reading a book. Life is just so easy. Life is just so simple. This is the Six of Challenges, the Six of Swords. Feeling like there's nowhere to go. Feeling like I just want to get out of here. I just want to get away. There's so much emotion in these cards. I really do feel that. Okay, so this is the Six of Pentacles. So it's all about helping. It's all about giving a helping hand. It's all about, you know, sharing what you have. But the question is it actually what is needed? Is it actually... It is truly beautiful. We have the Seven of Wands. Backed into the corner. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. Look at those foxes taking what's not theirs. Not giving any thought to anybody else, just thinking about themselves and what they want. What are they going to do with that stuff? What are they going to do with all of these goodies that they've taken that they can't do anything with? Seven of Pentacles. Look at that, those doors. I want to go exploring. I want to open each one and see what's behind the door. Absolutely gorgeous. The Eight of Spells. It's the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Visions. Oh, and again, just the imagery, everything in this deck is just absolutely exquisite. This is the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, feeling burdened, feeling like you just can't get out. Look at all the scratches on her arms, the despair. And the Eight of Pentacles. She's spinning her yarn. She's enjoying life. She's got all the yarn all around her that she's just working away, completely oblivious to anything that's going on around her. And onto the nines. We have the Nine of Spells, so the Nine of Wands. I want you to see on her face, look at the hardship, look at the worry, look at the stress. The Nine of Visions, Nine of Cups. Look at all that green, all that abundance. Nine of Swords, Nine of Challenges. And again, this was a card that you really have to look at to see. So we've got the tree that's coming, the child trying to hide. We have got, let's just see if I can get it to focus. We've got the mushrooms growing, we've got the nunus, we've got the insects, we've got the butterfly over here, but the child is like, please don't see me, please don't find me. please don't get to me. I'm worried, I'm scared, I'm alone. Got the eyes in the dark. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, and the colors again. And the abundance and the fruit and the flowers. Everything is just absolutely exquisite. 10 of Spells. So this is the 10 of Wands. And you know, at first glance, this card doesn't look terrible. It looks actually quite good. It looks quite beautiful. But when we get closer, look at all the pain and the suffering. The lady in the front has taken her shoes off. She's carrying her shoes. Her feet are bare. You know, there's hardship. They've been walking. You know, they're wearing their best clothes, but the path is not easy. The path is difficult. It's been a long and hard road, and they are exhausted. 10 of Spells. This is 10 of Cups. And we have our beautiful unicorn family. Look at all the magic around them. Isn't it just exquisite? I think this has to be my best 10 of Swords card absolutely ever. So yes, his sword it's skewed, it's broken, it's good for nothing. He is feeling defeated, he is feeling absolutely exhausted, but his horse is with him. You know, there's still opportunity, there's still possibility, there's still hope, there's still magic, there's still so much. But yet we understand the despair. And what I like about this one is that we don't have the despair with, you know, the tragedy. It's just the despair, which I quite like. We have the 10 of Pentacles. The whole family coming around for celebration. Even got the dog under the table. Plentiful. We've got dancing. We've got celebration. Life is perfect. And again, the expressions on the faces. Right, so that were the minor cards. Let me again just put them to the side. Right, oopsie. And now we're going to have a look at the court cards. So remember, they've changed. We don't have pages, knights, queens, and kings. What we have are, for the pages, we have child. And I like that association of a child for the page, because, you know, our pages can be quite innocent, can be quite jovial, can be quite playful. They think they know it all. They think they're smart, but they've still got some learning and exploring and understanding. So here we have the Child of Spells, which is the Page of Wands. Child of Visions. Oh, and again, the excitement, the joy, everything. Just beautiful. And we have the Page of Swords, the Child of Challenges. Love this one. So this is the Page of Pentacles, and I mean, it's the most, that house just looks so edible, and he's reaching out like, I think I'm going to take some. Not worried about consequences, not worried about, you know, rules and regulations. Then we have the Seeker. So the Seeker is the Knight, and we have this, the Knight of Wands, or the Seeker of Spells. Just gorgeous. Seeker of Visions. So that would be Cups. Yeah. The Knight of Swords, no nonsense, no emotion, no thoughts, just action, and even with his black steed. And the Seeker of Boons, Pentacles. Weaver of Spells, that is our Queen, Queen of Wands. She's the Weaver of Spells, and don't you just want to dance with her? She is, oh, magical. The Weaver of Visions, Queen of Cups, turning into a fish. The Ice Queen, Queen of Swords, Weaver of Challenges. Ah, and again, she's too gorgeous. Weaver of Boons, Queen of Pentacles. Just look at that face. Just look at that joy. Look at that excitement. Absolutely gorgeous. And lastly but not least, our Keeper. Keeper of Spells, our King of Wands. Powerful. Our Keeper of Visions is this beautiful etheric fish. Just so in control, so glorious, absolutely beautiful. And finally, we have the Keeper of Challenges. And the last one that we have, I did say on the previous one that it was the final one, and I had it wrong. I forgot about our glorious Keeper of Boons. The characters, the faces on these pentacle cards, oh man, they are just so alive. Just so alive. Look at that. All right, so that is the last one out of the deck. So I hope you enjoyed that walkthrough as much as I did, and I hope I've convinced you that you need another tarot deck in your life. This deck is just phenomenal. So I have spent a while shuffling. I have done quite a few shuffles to make sure that the deck is not in its original order, and we're going to draw a card just to finish it off and to see what this amazing deck wants us to know today. What is this deck? What is our relationship going to be like? What does it want me to know? How is it going to work with me? So I'm just going to draw one card, and then I will later do a nice detailed interview spread with this particular deck, because I really am so looking forward to working with it. And I don't want to say I'm worried, because no, I'm not, but I have the Lightseers on its way to me, the Lightseers Tarot, and I know when that deck gets here, no other deck is going to get touched. So I'm going to enjoy this deck. I'm going to enjoy working with this deck as much as I can, because when Lightseers gets here, life is going to be good. Right, so I have shuffled enough. Let us one card jumped out, and I never take jumpers. I'm not one that believes in cards that jump out. So the one that did jump out, just to show you, I want to just make sure the glare is gone. What do we have there? I can't even read. The Four of Challenges. So the rest and be still. So I'm putting it back in, and I'm going to give it another shuffle, because like I said, I never really take jumpers. I'm not one that works with jumpers. I think that's shuffle enough. So here we have the whole deck. There's the back of the cards, and I'm going to take that one over there. Temptation. I got the Liar. I got the Devil card, the Temptation, telling me that this card is going to be my temptress. This card is good, because you know what, I do have such an active imagination. I do love fantasy and forest, and you know, this whole kind of genre is just so me. So I do think that's why I got the Devil, because as much as I say Lightseers is going to be my go-to, but I'm wondering, it's going to be a tough call. So friends, I do hope you've enjoyed my video. I do hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough. I do hope you've enjoyed getting to know this deck as much as I have, and I look forward to any comments. Share your experiences, share your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. With love and blessings until the next time.